Share it, share it, share it, share it. Yes. What's
Hey,
up? Dun,
what's up?
dun,
What's
dun,
up? It feels good to have a live show. Yes, yes, it feels good to have a live show. Hey, yes. Okay, get it in.
what you say?
What you say?
What to be? What to
Feel
feel now?
now.
What
What
you
you know
now?
now? Oh,
To be
to be
real,
real.
you got to
Got to
be
be
real. What's
real.
up? What's up? What's up? Be real with your lights, baby. Hashtag the lights are on. Ha
The
ha.
lights are
Peace and
on. What's
love.
up?
That's right. This is Darius A. Stand with the Queen.
Darlene Brown, so excited to be here. How you doing, my brother?
I'm all pumped up and ready to go. Pumped up and ready to go.
Win, win, win.
Win,
Yes,
win,
I know
win.
that. Yes,
You know that's right. I am
that's
so
right.
excited. Boy, I tell you, in the midst of the storm, because there's a lot of storms going on. So before I go any further,
Yes,
I just want to take time out and give thanks and praises for our good and righteous ancestors,
yes.
those who have come before us. A brother by the name of Rahuku Rashidi was an ancient African historian. Um, Arcabilon, he actually passed, lived in LA, but actually passed in Egypt. And so he transitioned in Egypt. He's still with us in spirit. We thank God for him. Also, a birthday of none other than Marcus Mosiah Garvey was yesterday. And so we are so grateful for his spirit that lives within us. Long live the spirit of the Million Man March. Speaking of which, October 16th, the Million Man March will be here. Let me get that out there for you. The Minute of March, October 16th, we'll be marching, actually having a sunrise prayer in Baltimore, Maryland. Talk to you a little bit about that later. But also, I wanted to just pay homage and our condolences for the people of Haiti,
Yeah.
because the people of Haiti right now are dealing with the back end of a tropical storm, another 7.3 on the Richter scale earthquake.
Yeah.
They never got the proper treatment, and they raised more money for Haiti the first time. The last time they had an earthquake, it was the most raised money ever in the history of the world for any natural disaster. And they did not give the government of Haiti the money. They did not make sure that the people got what they needed. And so people were still living in mud, still not having roads, hospitals still were not adequate, schools were not rebuilt, all of those things. And so the situation there is dire. We're definitely going to put something together to be able to help those folks that are there, but definitely give them your prayers. Notice, though, I want to share this one piece as we just take one moment of silence for the people in Haiti and anywhere else in the world where peril is taking place and people are coming up, which is what's taking place with our good brother, Marcus Johnson, who just had experienced another passing in his family. So, he's not with us this evening, but he will be with us this weekend in Myrtle Beach. And we're going to talk about North Myrtle Beach, Atlantic Beach in a moment. But let's just take a moment to send positive vibrations and all the energy that we have, good energy, to the people of Haiti and their families that are living in that trying time right now. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So
Thank
as
you.
sure as the sun is shining, you know, uh,
Hello. That's how it
the lights are
works.
still on. And I want to say this about the people. You know, there were a lot of people that were still really suffering,
Yeah.
and I want to associate this with the fear that people are experiencing, whether it's the fear of gun violence, whether it's the fear of COVID-19, whether it's the fear of the vaccine, whether it's the fear of just people being so wicked that are still trying to shoot and kill and hurt people on the street, whether it's the police that are still being brutal for those that are still brutalizing people. Anybody that's out there doing or working to do wicked, the time is short for wickedness.
Yes, it
And
is.
that's really what's transpiring. Okay. But don't be afraid, because this right here, this is flesh. We are spiritual people. I want you to hear me now. This is flesh. So this flesh passes on, our spirit will live on. So don't be afraid to take a stand. Don't be afraid to speak the truth. Don't be afraid to stand up for what's right. Be bold for good. Be bold for good. And so the lights are on, and that's what we're doing today. We're celebrating the life
Yes.
of people
Yes.
who are doing good, who are living good, who are loving good. And that's why we have our good sister on this afternoon, this evening, depending upon where you are in the world. Over there in Gambia, it's midnight. But right now in the United States on the East Coast, the sun is shining. It's about to go down. And we have none other than the actress, the brand ambassador of over 100 companies, Darlene Brown.
Oh, okay. Did you say
She's already a
100?
CEO. Yes, over 100 countries, already a CEO, already bossing it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I believe, on the Lights of the Round Table,
Yes.
welcome to our queen, Tyler. Oh, sponsor of the 27th Annual Humanities Festival, South Carolina Humanities Festival,
Yes.
Tyler J.
Hey, Tyler Joe, come on. All my people that's watching, put your hands together for Tyler J. So excited to have you on the show. And listen, you talking about being accomplished, being a boss. He said 100, okay? Come on now. Won't he do it? But you got to do your work
Amen.
too. So this is what I know. I know this sister's about her work.
Indeed, indeed. Let me first say, first of all, thank you guys for having me on. Being a sponsor or coach, whatever it is, to give back, of course. I believe this is what my career is mostly about. I didn't get here by myself, so I love to do community events and things of that nature. So being a sponsor was like, what? Like, whatever, that kind of thing. So thank you guys for having me on. I'm feeling really, I'm blessed, of course. But thank you guys. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. We're super excited and really grateful that you are allowed to be, that you agreed to be on the show. So tell us, I mean, what in the life of all that you're doing, particularly giving back and being about humanity, which is something I'm very passionate about because I feel like everything affects the next person, you know. I don't have to necessarily know you. You don't have to be a part of my family, a part of my circle, in order for the things, the ills, the challenges of life not to affect you. And so, because I understand that from a spiritual perspective and understanding that all things are spirit first, how do you, keep your own sanity in dealing with giving back and dealing with the different energies? Because, as King Darius was talking about the fear, right? I know there's a lot of fear in people.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
Well, I have to say, first and foremost, I have to give God all the thanks, honor, and the glory. I strive 100%, no matter where I'm at, who I am, to let everyone know that I am godly driven. So that's number one. But
Yeah.
giving back is just not really so much of um, something that is like, okay, I'm supposed to do it or I have to do it. It's who I am. Don't matter if it's giving back to strangers. I've been doing it all my life. I remember at one point in time, giving away pencils or giving away paper or, it starts when you are a child and of course you grow older, but I'm truly a giver at heart. My family already knows that. So to give to others, especially who I don't know, that's something that I absolutely strive on. I have a foundation called the Children of Hope Foundation where I give back to kids. Kids always gravitated towards me. I hated it when I was younger. I was
Yeah.
like, can someone get these kids off me, please? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as I grew and everything, realizing I have kind of like that gift. And before pre-COVID, I was doing Easter egg hunts in huge fields, having basically like 500 Easter eggs and invite
Wow.
all the kids out. I had to make sure I kept track of which kid was coming because I had toys. And the ones
Yeah.
who got the most eggs are the ones who picked first. Every kid
Uh,
walked away with a toy. We had vendors there.
nice.
I mean, I really, really put in hard earned time and all that stuff. Also, I was at UCAP, which is um, excuse me, it is a homeless shelter for women and children.
Yes.
And St. Jude Foundation, I have done their basically, I've been in a situation with St. Jude where I was answering the phones. I would go to a certain place, answer the phones, and
Right.
get my phones. Hey, make sure you
Yeah.
donate to St. Jude, that kind of thing. So giving is almost like what? Like what kind of question is that? That kind of thing because I'm so used to doing it.
Yeah.
And so to have that kind of spirit and heart, and not only in the field I'm in, but just as a person, I strive hard for people to know who I am, so that it's 100%. You get what you get, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I have to say, giving back is something that I truly hold dear. So
Wow, we are certainly grateful, and I know others are too. And I think that is something that you model for all of us. I think giving back is important. Coming from the Bronx, New York, I definitely believe in giving back and understanding. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life. That's right. I went to JC. I'm from the NYC. But yeah, so I think giving back is important, and we do need to do that. We do need to help each other. And definitely one of the things that we do here on the Lights of the Round Table is talk about not only in our ways to give back, but also in teaching others as we give back how to allow themselves to grow and to heal, and to have a spirit of gratitude. And even in the midst of challenges, to be able to see and know that their life is for a purpose, that they matter, that they already are gifted and valuable. Some of the most basic things I think that allows you to be sustained as you are navigating the journey of life, right? Because we know that trials and tribulations will come to everyone. So I do think that is important to give back. It's important, and we advocate for being bold for good. So we thank you for your work of service. I want to take a moment to just say hey to my brother David Witherspoon that's out there. The lights are on. He's always watching. Thank you for joining our live show, and looking forward to have you watch us live as we are in Myrtle Beach this weekend at the 27th Humanitarian Festival. I'm wondering what happened to my brother D. It looks like I lost him. He might be popping back over. So, some of the things that you're going to be doing at the, I know you're a sponsor.
Oh, I'm right here with you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here with you. I just gave y'all the floor. I let the queens.
We see, so appreciate how you just such a gentleman. You honor us. See, this is what I'm talking about. I love that about my brother. He knows how to honor and be like, let the queen shine. But yes,
right.
and it's good to see that.
No doubt. Hey, so listen, Tyler J, thank you for taking the time out to come on tonight. Everybody's getting ready. We're going down to the 27th annual South Carolina Humanities Festival, which is being sponsored by the United Nations and the chapter in the Southern Palmetto states. And so that council was gracious enough. This is the 27th annual. So they've had 26 other festivals throughout the state of South Carolina, but they have not ever held it inside of Horry County in Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
And so this is the first time it's going to be in Myrtle Beach. And it's not just in Myrtle, but it's in North Myrtle Beach. Anybody who's been down to Black Bike Week, which I have not, but anybody who's been down to Black Bike Week knows this place because it is the black part of the beach, which is called Atlantic Beach. And back during segregation, there were 4 blocks given to black people to be able to go to the beach. And you may have heard us talk a few weeks ago. We took a freedom bus ride here in Maryland. We left from Annapolis, Maryland, and went to the Eastern Shore. to address the racism and other, biased behavior that's taking place, police brutality that took place in Ocean City, to address, these issues that are still plaguing us in 2021. Just think in 2021, they still have a clause in the Constitution in the 13th Amendment called the punishment clause, which means that you can be treated as a slave if you get incarcerated. Did you hear what I said? America still has slavery on its books in 2021, right? When you think about the fact that we're still talking about the right to vote in 2021, right? So these are just two examples of the fact that we've got to be bold for good. And so we went to the Eastern Shore with younger people, older people, myself, and a number of organizations, the NAACP, Salisbury State University was involved, just a host of folks who went over 2 busloads and cars, to be exact, to just let people know that we are being bold for good. And this coming weekend, that's what we're doing in Atlantic Beach. Atlantic Beach was the home of what they call the Chitlin Circuit in South Carolina, where Black people could not perform for Black people in white establishments, and they couldn't even stay or eat in a lot of cases in the very establishments they were playing in. I'm talking about Duke Ellington. I'm talking about Cab Calloway, Ella Fitzgerald, James Brown. They had to eat somewhere else and stay somewhere else and perform for white folks. But Black people said, oh no, we're gonna make sure we got our own show. And they got Atlantic Beach, and we're given 4 blocks, and they turned that into the spot. In Annapolis, Maryland, they had Cars Beach and Sparrows Beach, where those same artists came in. And so we're gonna actually, Stevie Wonder, we're actually gonna be on those very stages Saturday and Sunday performing. Tyler J is going to be there. We're going to let her tell us what she's going to be doing in South Carolina. Then she going to itsy bitsy spider right on over to us and spend some time with us on stage. But Thursday, tomorrow, the legendary Melba Moore, Tony Award winning Melba Moore, will be performing at the House of Blues in Myrtle Beach to kick off the festival.
Yes,
on
that's
Friday.
what I'm talking about. Okay.
Right? Melba Moore.
Yes.
What? No doubt. And so we're going to get with Melba. Then on Friday, there's a golf tournament that we're going to be playing in. And we're co-sponsoring that. So we're really excited about that. DJ Five Star is going to be with us all weekend. Diva the Voice is coming down. She's going to be with us. And then on in addition to that, on Friday, we have our good sister who was with us, and she's coming back right perfect time for me to bring her on in. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet our newest partner, our sponsor of the 27th Annual Humanities Festival, the lead sponsor, Miss Arnetta Rogers, your business solutionist. Peace and love, Queen.
Peace and love.
Thank you, guys.
So that's right. Now, let me just let you know, we are in transition, right? So you see me, we're getting ready to hit the road. Arnetta's already in the road. She in the fat back in the caddy, like, what's that? All right.
Okay.
Tyler J's ready to get the road. Darlene will be on the airplane first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
We're going to be flying in from all over to get to South Carolina to celebrate humanity. Yeah. So, Arnetta, I was just talking about the conferences that are going to be going on Friday. You got a host of people coming down. First of all, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for putting your dollar behind being bold for good. Thank you for putting your time and your energy and organizing all these other folks. She not only did she put her own dollars up, she raised money. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. It was so necessary. Our heritage and our history, it matters. We have to teach our children. We have to get in the trenches and stay connected with one another so that we can, keep our history going so it will not repeat itself. So it's an honor for me to be a part of such an amazing heritage. And I commend all of you for doing such a great job year after year and keeping this great thing alive.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are so excited about it. I mean, I didn't sleep at all last night. Now I'm just joking. Actually, I slept about that much, right? I slept
Yeah,
about that much because we got a lot going on. As I said, we got a golf tournament. We have a full conference on
Yeah.
Friday morning, all day
yeah,
Friday and
yeah,
Saturday, all
yes.
into the day. So we're gonna be at the beach. We're gonna be partying at the
Mhm.
party, and we got a VIP celebration, social distancing, outdoor party, right? So
Yeah,
don't
we have
think
a
that
good
we're not
time.
mindful of what's going on with regard to our health, because we are all, very, 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 very. If you follow the show, we're very focused on our health and
You
wellness.
already know, right? We have our
Exactly.
own
So
personal doctor on the show, but
yes, that's
we
right.
understand that the health starts with the internal thing. So this is where that's a whole nother show, but you can check us out for that. How we
Exactly.
right the 7 doctors, the 8 doctors.
That's right. So we'll be there. And so Arnetta, she's in the back of the caddy, as I mentioned. So her signal may come and go a little bit, but we're gonna roll with it because it's live TV. This is our world. This is our podcast. This is how we do it on the Lights of the Round Table. But Arnetta, so tell us about some of the people that were coming down to present and be, also co-sponsors and presenters for the 27th annual South Carolina Humanities Festival Conference. Ah, we just lost her. Okay, up there she
I
come back.
said she come back.
You are, I believe you're on the board with her, Rhonda Hamilton.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah,
It's gonna be spotty because she moving, driving.
right. Send her a note. Oh yeah, it just popped back out. You back in now.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
was
So tell
saying
us tell
we
us about
have
Ron. Tell us about Rhonda Hamilton.
okay. Rhonda Hamilton is the executive director of In My Mother's Keeper and DC Healthy and Me. She's taken her cause nationwide for the
Netta, we're gonna be on about 10 more minutes. So what I suggest is when you get to another good spot, we can hear you, just pull on over and we're gonna get you on and pop it up and get everything that you got to share with us so we can make sure we keep it moving.
Yes, I am so excited
So let
about
me let
this.
me run it down for you. So Rhonda Hamilton is Dr. Rhonda Hamilton. She has put together something called, along with a host of others. I actually joined the board. She recruited me, and I'm so glad to be a part of this. As you know, and I may have mentioned, today there were 2 shootings that we're aware of. One, I believe, was fatal in the District of Columbia, and a young man got stabbed outside of Kip Academy. And so the violence is taking place in the District of Columbia, in Maryland, Oakland, California, East St. Louis, you name it. Unfortunately, where we are, there's a lot of uh, uh, violence in our communities. And so violence begets violence, love begets love. And so what Dr. Rhonda Hamilton has decided, along with Arnetta Rogers, herself, and a number of the other board members, Mr. Jimmy Garvin, a professional golfer, um, is working to make sure that our communities have the proper treatment and health and healing, mental health, domestic violence support, um, being able to deal with suicide prevention, drug
yes.
addiction. And so a facility, a level 2 trauma,
Mhm.
emergency center is going to be built in the District of Columbia in the southeast quadrant of the city to focus on that, where there would be holistic health, not just
Yeah.
medication, but healing. I
Right.
heard now that they're saying that you should get a third booster shot. Well, let me just suggest that you also focus on your long-term health. Okay,
Mhm.
focus on your health, focus on the long term, not just the treatment, focus on the healing, right? And
Yes.
that's what we're working to do. So Rhonda Hamilton will be joining us, Healthy DC and me, called Leadership Coalition, to support and spread the word about
Yeah.
the level 2 emergency trauma center. So
And we
that's who
need
we have there.
volunteers. We need, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, for In My Mother's Keeper and DC Healthy and me, we need volunteers, guys. This takes a tremendous effort to overcome. You know, you have the powers that be, you have our own people, and we need team players. We need more of us to be duplicated to do this great work. Um, we can't do it alone. It's not enough of us. I'm gonna say that again. It's not enough of us. And so, if you feel like you are ready to serve, and you want to help out people east of the river, I'm from Southeast. Rhonda is from Southeast. And even if you're not from Southeast, we need your help in Southeast. So come and join us. If you want to take a ride to South Carolina to this Humanities Festival, you can do that as well. Make a vacay, a little mini staycay, and help us in this cause and enjoy yourself with some good food, entertainment, and education, all at the same time, and learn your history because a lot of us don't know. It's a great time to learn your history and have a great time in the process. So before I go out again, I just want to say thank you for having me on. My BMS Solutions loves the support from you, and we support you all as well. And we want to do our best this weekend to make everyone happy that takes the time out to come and support us in this great cause. So thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you.
And please, if you wouldn't mind, Arnetta, put while we have an opportunity, put your website in the chat so people can go on and find out about My BMF Solutions. If you have a business, it was initially set up for cosmetologists, beauty salons,
Mhm.
barbershops, but she
Okay.
expanded this package, this software, to include a full back office with insurance benefits, payroll systems, all of those things, so you can run your back office and you can have the capacity necessary to be a striving, thriving business. And it's only like $65 a month to have a full back office setup, right? You can't beat that.
No.
And,
Right.
really put you in position to provide benefits for your employees, health insurance, life insurance, um, just a number of things that you can do, as a result of that. So that's what My BMS Solutions is all about. And we'll make sure we get that in. I see we got a big brother, James A. Smith, said hashtag the lights are on. So if you know what's going on, share this show. It's a party right now,
It
okay?
sure is. We
You know
getting
what I mean? I
ready.
don't have nothing to drink right now, but I'm just breathing. All I need is my H2O.
Mm-hmm. Look. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, because if you do enough of that, you will be high
Next to
anyway.
that ass. Whoop, excuse me. Prana baby.
So
Yes.
listen, while we have the queen on, Tyler J, tell us, Tyler J, what you have going on in South Carolina, that is going to be taking place, that's going to allow you to be in the same state. Check out how God works, right?
Yeah.
So we hooked up about 3 months ago, 4 months ago. We've been tight ever since. She brought me out to a few of her ambassador gigs so that, I could interview some of the places that she's been, seen or representing as a brand ambassador. So thank you so much, Tyler J, for expanding our network. But in addition to that, we've been just tight, tight. We got a big announcement that we probably will make this weekend on stage Sunday when she comes and is a live guest on the live broadcast of the 27th annual South Carolina Humanities Festival. But Tyler, tell us what you could be doing in South Carolina.
Well, let me just say, you know what? I'm still waiting for my little, because when you and me get together, we doing stuff. It just clicks like, white on rice and black pepper on some turkey wings. I don't know. Listen, my grandma's from the South, so they know what I'm talking about. So, it's just like, it's always great vibes and great energy, great connections. And it's also amazing because I also on the front.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I see that. Congratulations. Ooh.
Thank you. They did a
Life. That's right.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
between this and bringing my magazine, because so many people want to copy, they want to subscribe, all those stuff. So, because I have a huge family, as well as colleagues down there. But I'm actually going to be filming a movie, which was so pre-planned prior to this. It's just like I said, it's amazing how God works. And it's called The Wake Up 666 by Miss Sheree. Shout out to her because she is the absolute. Her writing skills, her story, everything is so amazing. And it just so happens I'm going down there on a Saturday, and then this came about on a Sunday. So it's like, is this a 2 hour, maybe an hour and a half drive from where I was going to be? So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, it was just amazing. So I'm very excited. I've been to South Carolina in about a couple of years or so. So I'm very excited, I gotta say.
Well, you got fans already down there. They've already been, reaching out to us. Tomorrow you'll go up on the billboard. We're on the billboard.
Yes.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. There was a time in my life when I was a very much younger man. I was working in an office, and I was working with a lot of people who didn't necessarily look like me, weren't from the same necessary background. And I was just excited because we were out there doing work in the community and people were acknowledging that work. So I come back all excited. Oh, look, we in the magazine, we made the newspaper. Oh, look, I got this award. And they would be like, oh, okay, kind of rubbing it off. I wish I had your job where you come in at 10 o'clock. I was like, Slim, I didn't get home until 10 o'clock last night because I was in the neighborhood. I was in the street. I was in a community meeting. What time did you get off? 5 o'clock. So I started to feel kind of bad about sharing the good things that were happening to and for me. And I stopped sharing. And then one day, I was in a workshop and they started talking about the importance of celebrating your success and it just the hashtag, the lights are on.
Yes.
Right? And so the light came on. And when the light came on, it was like, look, brother, you out here doing good. You're not hurting anybody. You working to bring people to the next level. You exposing people, giving people opportunities. Anybody who knows me personally know that I'm not doing any of what I do for myself alone. Right. It might be for my family. It might be for my friends. It might be for anybody doing anything positive, and that, so as a result of that, I'm 100% genuine. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but my work and my intent and my heart is good. So
and your integrity,
why not?
Your integrity, and absolutely, why not? I think it's important. I think being humble when we're talking about this whole humanity thing. I think that humility is rooted in compassion. Compassion. Like, I'm grateful for all that I have. I'm grateful for the opportunities that have been afforded to me and the opportunities that I've yet to seize, that I know are there because I know who I am. But I think it's also important to celebrate. I tell my daughter, my adult daughter, I'm like, I give myself an atta girl because I do understand that while I'm a praying woman and I know God orders my steps, I also understand that I play a part in that. I get to co-create this reality by what I do, what I think, you understand, and being compassionate, and being humble and being rooted in gratitude, but also being rooted in accountability and responsibility and knowing that it's not just about me. And so as I grow and help myself become better, right? Then I'm in by default modeling for others and also helping others through that. And I think that's important to do, right? So yeah, celebrate yourself. Just don't get lost in ego. And I always say, for as much God has allowed me to accomplish and know, it reminds me every day about how much I don't know. That's I'm a sun chaser, so watching the sunrise is definitely reminds me of that because we still here, we ain't scorched. Hello.
Amen to that. And what,
every
personally, I can truly relate to everything you guys are saying. I hated sharing everything I did. I remember my old friends were literally like, yo, like, why don't you tell us about what you doing? Everybody, your family telling us what you doing. I used to hate it because I never wanted to come off as bragging or, filling my stuff. It's like, no, so that humble spirit, man, everything you're saying is nothing but facts. Like, because only someone who literally lived it, man, I did not start really sharing what I was doing until maybe like 24, 23. I just turned 25 in August. So maybe like last year, I was really comfortable putting out there what I was doing. But my
Yeah.
manager is the one who just, of course, she puts it out there, but that
Yeah.
humbleness is something else.
And I
Something.
think, I do believe, in the prayer of Jabez. I'm a praying woman. Obviously, everyone here on the show that follows us knows I meditate in the morning. I mean, I'm very much disciplined in that. And that's really about me tapping in, tuning in, being aligned to the divine within my highest self so that my steps can be ordered, so that I can be prepared as I'm navigating in this earthly realm in the flesh. I think that's what allows me to be clear and prepared for what is awaiting, right? Those opportunities. And I was having a conversation with someone the other day speaking about humanity. I said, you can pray, but you don't know who God is going to utilize as the vessel to answer the prayer, because he's a spirit and he has to operate in the earthly realm through a vessel, which is a human being, right? And so we're talking about humanity and we're spirit first. And I said, in that regard, you can't judge people, right? Because God is real, the spirit is real, and he gets to choose. So you may very well be blocking your blessings because you see someone and that's the answer to your prayer, or the answer to your prayer is coming through that connection, yet you're not open to allow yourself to be humble and
Right,
human and
right,
connect with this person as a human being from a place of compassion. I think
right,
I know I have experienced that and grateful for the growth in that, and always working to try to see the human in all of us. Let me look at another person and see their spirit, right?
right,
Because if I can see their spirit, then I can see if they're shrouded in pain, but I know that the light and love lives underneath there, because that's what God creates us from, light and love. So, and then there's an opportunity for me to help them by having compassion and saying, here's how you can heal. Here, maybe that may be just showing concern. Sometimes people are out here and they feel like the world has beat them up so much and nobody cares. So just to have someone show human kindness in a meal, a smile, are you okay? That makes a difference. So I'm excited about the 27th Festival of Humanity. I mean, you just don't get no better than this, right, King D? Did I lose you? Okay. Yes, I said, you know how you be running your mouth, darling.
Well, this is definitely, I can truly say with the event that's going to be happening, it's a first for me to be part of a humanitarian event. So I'm very, very, very excited just to be around people and just to support such a positive cause, like people, we all go through stuff. We all got tribulations. We all working every day to be better, do better, but to take out the time to not only appreciate your brother, your sister by saying, hey, because of you, who you are, let me make sure you're appreciated, or just appreciate yourself to go into something like this. Like, I just feel like, oh my gosh, like this is like, I feel like I'm at home, honestly. And I've never been to the humanitarian event, but I just like I belong there. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do something so much, it's from the heart. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. My mom is from South Carolina.
What?
But
So you coming
yeah,
back home?
yeah, I'm coming back home. She's from Marion, South Carolina. We Geechee, we love rice, and she's the oldest of 12. So it's
Ah,
gonna
the
be good.
Geechee, the
Yeah, the
return of the
Geechee, the
Geechee.
Geechee, yes.
I mean, just think of the rich heritage, So we're going to be honoring families. And shout out to Doreen Williams. She's the festival chairperson. She's the one responsible for bringing the Peace in the Morning show, the Lights of the Round Table, Tyler J. To Myrtle Beach, honoring the families of Atlantic Beach. And these are historic Black families who ran the hotels, who ran the restaurants, who, the businesses that were there. And so they're still holding on to their property. Those 4 blocks of land there. And so, reach out, look them up, Google it. There are tons of documentaries that have been done on it. And we're going to be making history because we're going to be live on stage, Facebook, YouTube, and I believe we're working on making it possible to be on our websites as well. This happened in less than 45 days. And in less than 45 days, we went to work. We ain't wait around. We said, well, we got opportunity to be a part of a humanities festival. And look, how wonderful is that? Like, the work that we're doing is focused on you are what you digest. So if you putting in good things in your mind, good things in your body, watching good things on television, listening to good music, meditating and having good mantras and good affirmations and sending out good energy about people and not talking about people, not dogging people out, not trying to rob nobody, not trying to hit nobody upside the head. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have a good time in South Kakalaki.
Hey, okay.
If you know what I mean.
Sending that good energy. And being around that type of energy just feels so good. You know what I'm talking about? So we are excited, right?
It feels good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
It feels good. And, did I say that we will have on both days none other than the president of the Baltimore County Black Chamber of Commerce, Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce, the chairman of the Baltimore County Cultural Festival, none other than the CEO of 5 Star Enterprises, DJ 5 Star.
Oh, so we're gonna be getting our groove on.
What?
Yes, in the flow.
And then we're gonna have our good sister Diva the Voice joining us on Saturday with the Piece of the Morning show. We have so many talented. We have the Betty Wright tribute band that's going to be performing. Streets Media is going to be there broadcasting us live. So shout out to all of the people who are, making it possible for us to be here. Those who are coming to support us. Our good brother is right there. James A. Smith Jr. is right there in South Carolina. So, we're looking forward to seeing him. We got people coming up from Atlanta, ATL, and then we going to ATL after this. Look. It's on. That's all I can tell you. We on. We moving in the spirit. We thankful for his good and righteous ancestors. If you want to, check us out. Matter of fact, check out this commercial real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna give you the information on how you can register for the golf tournament if you want to play golf. If you want to come down to the conference and check out some of the workshops that are going to be taking place, or if you just want to be on the beach and listen to some jazz and listen to the top 10 jazz artists, Billboard, Pandora, Spotify, Marcus Johnson, then you want to come check that out because you're going to get an opportunity to see.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. As you can see, we are ready, right? I'm flying out in the morning, so.
As I kick myself out the studio, you'll get a chance. You'll get a chance to see the man himself perform MJ, our very own Marcus Johnson. But right now, let me see. Tyler, I think you put yours up a minute ago. In the beginning of the year, we had the Life magazine.
Yeah.
Who's that queen right there? Who's that right there?
Yeah.
You see the pose. You see the pose.
I clean up good.
Yeah, that's right. So here's a promo for one of our sponsors, the Life magazine. We'll be right back with the lights of the round table. Remember, hit it. Hashtag, the lights are on.
The lights are on.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
Welcome forward. This is the Darius A. Stanton with the Queen.
Darlene Brown.
And our guest, the lights are on, Queen Tyler J. That's
Hello,
right. We're
hello.
super excited
Humanitarian
because we're going.
extraordinaire. Okay.
That's right. The sister will be there doing a movie. She got movies coming off. She's booked throughout the rest of the year. So we're so fortunate to have this rising star. You're gonna see her on the Global with Golden Globe Awards, the Emmys. You probably see her on the Tony Awards, like the sister Melba Moore. I don't know if we're gonna get on there and do a cut a record while we down south,
Okay.
but and Darlene is the queen. She does poetry herself, Brown Eyes Productions. So we might throw
Yes.
something slight on that jump. You know what I'm
You
saying?
absolutely
I
know
took
with the
piano, so
lyrical
let me know,
content. Don't get me started. You know I'm from the boogie down.
That's right. I already heard you hit some Jay-Z on them real quick.
I sure enough did.
Hey, shout out to Messiah Ramkisoon. If you did not get a chance to check out our show, the Messiah put together, man, you saw it was so powerful.
Yeah.
So I definitely want you to go to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the Lights of the Round Table. When you get a chance to see that show with Messiah, the work that he's doing, his new project called Eye of Freedom, he is one of the most talented brothers in the world. When I tell you, and you're talking about a humanitarian, we weren't able to give him this year, but we've already been booked for 2022.
Yes. There you go.
And Messiah Ramkisoon, Lord's willing, will be right there with us and performing the Eye of Freedom. By that time, he'll have a whole new project because that's just how the brother, how sharp he is.
Yes.
You go look at his work, check out that show, because we were talking about Black entertainment. Is it positive or is it going in another direction? And the work that he's doing is just out of this world. So Christopher King coming up next week. Christopher King from Florida will be actually the grandson of B.B. King, who also played at Atlantic Beach, by the way.
Yeah.
Will be our guest next week. And Christopher King, his focus is to stop child and human trafficking, sex trafficking. So you're talking about, again, human kindness. We bring people on that are focused on human kindness. We got Vaughn Bennett coming up, who's focused on chess. He has a chess program in the District of Columbia. We're going to link up with him. Tyler J would love to have you be a part of this.
Yes.
We're going to link up with him, and we're going to actually have chess cohorts around the entire region so that the big chess tournaments, the national and international chess tournaments coming to Prince George's County, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore City in the next 2 years will be filled with young people of color, which right now they're not. And so you can get scholarships playing chess. You can get a business in chess, hosting tournaments. There's so many things, and not to mention the best skill that you get or you walk away with, which is critical thinking.
Who you telling? Critical strategic thinking, and chess is all about that. So yeah.
So that's who's coming up. A host of wonderful people. We got Glennis Albright, Gerald Albright's wife's going to be coming on. We got a whole lot for you. We'll be doing a rooftop show.
Yes,
okay?
we will at the penthouse.
The penthouse, so the
That's
lights are
right.
on. You better get on board, okay?
You better
that's all I can
the
tell you.
Lights of the Round Table experience. We got a lot of stuff cooking in the kitchen, and we're going to serve it up hot.
So if you want more information about the conference, the festival this weekend down in South Carolina, the 27th Annual Humanities Festival. Again, shout out to Doreen Williams for putting together a phenomenal program. www.una-spsc.org. That's www.una-spsc.org. I'm sure you can read it, but we might have some people that only can see, right? Only can hear and not necessarily see. So I want you to pay attention to the fact that we do have hearing impaired, we do have seeing impaired, and just because you can see today, does not mean you can see tomorrow. But there are other people out there who are not able to. So we must always be thinking about those people who are left on the sideline, who are not necessarily being thought of, because guess what? Somebody thinks about us and somebody prays for us. And we want to encourage you like they did for us. My mama prayed for me. Woo!
Yes.
Have me on her mind. Hey, took
Yes.
our time and prayed for
For
me.
me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Here we
So,
go. We can listen.
hey, we're gonna have a party on Sunday. So if you want to join us, come on down, put your sand and your toes in the beach, get some water on the body, and let's have a good time. Let's be bold for good. Celebrate the 27th annual South Carolina Humanities Festival, sponsored by the United Nations and the Southern Palmetto, South Carolina chapter. So we're really excited. Tyler J, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being one of our co-sponsors. We had our sister on the line earlier. As a matter of fact, she actually sent us some information just to let you know who's going to be with us. Um, we've got the Arnetta Rogers, your business solutionist, who will talk to you about how to actually create positive, work inside of your business so you can run your back office strong. So what you need to do to have a strong back office, you'll talk about legacy. And we've got a beauty symposium that's going to feature a massage therapy, high spirit day spa. As a matter of fact, Queen Darlene,
Yes.
you actually are going to have a massage therapist come up on stage and
Oh,
give a massage. So I don't know if you
okay.
want to be the first
You
volunteer.
already know. You already know.
Okay,
I'm right there. You ain't gotta ask me twice.
there you
What?
go.
I'm going. You know I'm all
Ching.
into that self-care. Massage.
There you go. So we'll be doing massages right there on the beach. Also, concept of digital media marketing with Ayla Allen. Ayla Allen will be there talking about how to digitally market your businesses. In
Yeah.
addition to that, we've got learn how to wait. So there are some sisters who are not able, for whatever reason, health wise, something transpired, stress, chemo, or other things where they don't have hair. Okay. And so, what we are very conscious of, we know that it's important for people to be able to, wear their hair and have, the air to have the hair be able to breathe. So they're going to do a class on wig making. And that sister is coming down, and Antoinette Williams to provide that session. And Rhonda Hamilton will be dealing with insurance and legacy. I mentioned that.
Mhm.
So they have a host of sessions and workshops that are going to be taking place. So we want you to, come on down, learn, have a good time, and get a puff off of that.
That good energy, vibration. That's what it is. That light and love energy, baby. That
No
light
doubt
and
about it.
love energy. Ain't that right, Tyler J?
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just slide myself up in there, have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Exactly. There you go.
Don't you just
Exactly.
love her, darling?
I just love it. Exactly. See, that's what
She's
we're
so
talking about.
wonderful. No
Mm.
doubt about it. Well, listen, it's our time. We appreciate you all joining us for this live uh, edition of the Lights of the Round Table. Please check us out on lightsoftheroundtable.com. Thank you to all of the good brothers and sisters that joined us today. Make sure, brother said, certain people experience hair loss from COVID. Wow. Yeah, definitely impacting us in a lot of different ways. But I always encourage people, remove mucus from your diet. Remove
Yes,
high fructose
absolutely.
corn syrup from your diet. It causes cancer, sugar diabetes, uh, obesity, and heart disease, which are the major primary pre-existing conditions that people are dying from. So if you work on removing and getting those things out of your life, all of those things can be changed by changing your diet. Cancer, of
That's
course,
absolutely.
can
That's
be,
a whole. You
a
know.
bit further along, but the other, you can go to work immediately on changing what you eat. You are what you digest. And
You
so get
really,
rid of
really
that high
are.
fructose corn syrup. Say it again.
As a survivor, you really are. Changing your diet changes the paradigm of your inner health, which is what shows up externally. And so, all of these organs that we have, they are designed to function and operate a certain way. The body speaks to us, the body is self healing. The problem is, we don't feed it the things that it needs so that it can sustain. So, when you get sick, you have to build your immune system. You have to think about what he's saying. Mucus is bad. So where does mucus come from? Dairy. You know, that's a whole nother show we talk about. You shouldn't be drinking no cow's milk because that ain't even healthy. You know, you really need to think about what that's doing. Dairy products of any kind is definitely bringing mucus in the body.
Well, you just spilled the herbal tea, because coming up in September, as we get back into the young people going back to school, people going back into the workforce, we're going to teach you, we're going to share and bring some experts on how to eat, how to cook it, what herbs to take, what you can do to really fortify your body so that you don't have to keep on taking some other kind of external medicine, but you'll be fortified to be able to take care and let the human body do what it does, which is take care of itself. So we appreciate you, Brother David Weatherspoon said vibrating at 800,000 hertz, like just megahertz. I'm sweating, I'm sweating. Freeze, spike the face. Come on. I'm sweating, I'm sweating. Bees, 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 bees. Mega hot. I'm sweating, I'm sweating. Yeah, that's right. We sweating. We working out over here, baby. It's the lights in the round table, and we having a good time. So you can imagine what it's gonna be like when we get that breeze behind our back, the sun up in the sky, and sand between our toes. And yeah, we're gonna be doing it. So
Taylor J. I'm gonna change my name.
Yes, honey. So looking
what
forward
she said?
to
What's your new name gonna be, Tyler J?
I said my new name gonna be Taylor J. You know, I'm gonna put a little pep in my step on the beach. You know, so.
Watch out there now. Watch out there now. I know them young brothers out there hollering, like, who is that thing right there? Who is that?
I'm gonna have a different, you know, my hair gonna be different, so watch out, y'all. Watch
out. Okay now.
Yeah, my hair gonna be different too.
Yeah, I'm probably you already know mine's is gonna be curly. I already said it, right? As soon as the water hit it, it's gonna be curly, but it's all good.
There you go. That's what we like. Hey, look, y'all, thanks so much for joining us. There it is. If you want to know more about the festival, www.una-spsc.org. So thanks so much. Special love going out to our brother Marcus Johnson. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for taking the time out to spend this evening with us. Share this show. And remember, hashtag the lights are on.
Hashtag the lights are on. Peace and love.
Peace and love.